Good morning. I am recording this video on my commute to school. I've got my 9 a.m. trombone lesson soon. It's about like 8:20 or something like that. Last night we threw a little, not a party, but a little kickback. Say there was about 15 to 20 people here at my house, and it was cool. I think everybody was a musician pretty much, or almost everybody. So at one point we started doing this little jam session, and started out with just people from the house, and then eventually some new people came into the party, heard us playing the music, and then they wanted to join in a little bit, which if you know me, I'm always down to hear new musical voices and just see where we can take the music. And it was quite an interesting experience, because these were highly technical players, like highly technically skilled. They knew their stuff, they knew their way around their instruments, and I could tell that they had some good skills in stuff like rhythm, and that they could probably play some pretty complicated music. I think they had just come from a show themselves. There were two drummers, one of them that played bass at the beginning. They were both really good. I kind of knew them. They were in my school's jazz department. And then there was this guitarist that played bass for the first little song that I played guitar on. And then there was this guy that played keyboard. And the guitarist and the keyboardist, I didn't really fuck with them, if I'm being honest. Like, you meet people through their playing. You don't really need to have a conversation with them if you've played with them, I feel, if they're really musicians. And I just did not fuck with the way that they were playing. It was like we just weren't really gelling. The guitarist during some sections was just taking up so much space for like the entire time. I couldn't get a word in. And so I didn't, which is, it's fine. I always try to do whatever it takes to serve the music. And like the keyboardist, I don't know, they weren't locking in with the bass player. And it's just like a weird vibe whenever you're on stage, but just playing with people. And like there's not that sense of like continuity throughout the whole band. It was like some people were in their own world, other people were doing their own thing, and it just wasn't really a vibe. But it was a vibe, but it was a vibe that I didn't really like. Like, they just kind of seemed like assholes through their playing. I don't know about assholes, but just kind of like dicks. And I don't know, they kind of had this like pretentious air about them. Like at the beginning, my friend was like, "Yo, what do you guys play?" And he was like, "We play music." Kind of a pretentious answer, but you know what? I could see the merit in it, because, that's what you want to be doing. You don't want to be just playing an instrument. You want to be playing music. But then it didn't even happen. Those motherfuckers were... I wouldn't call it playing fucking music. It seemed to me like they were just in their own worlds, kind of jerking each other and themselves off. And not a lot of real music was made. There were moments that shone through, but I wouldn't want to play with those guys again. Or, at least I wouldn't want to hire them for anything. Always down to just jam, but I don't know. As I continue to develop as a musician, I find it interesting that some skills that I consider to be like core skills for any musician seem to be rarer in a lot of musicians that are really great technically. I'm talking skills like just listening and stepping out of the way, serving the music, and I don't know, maybe there was something I was missing, but I was just not feeling it with them last night. Anyways, I think I've about said my piece for that. Pretty chill so far. I'm in my second week of school now, getting into the swing of things. And it seems like it's going to be a great year, There's no reason for it not to be. That freaking guitar player, he was technically a lot better than me. He could shred. I cannot let that continue to happen. I will be the fucking shred god. Or something like that. It definitely is just like a part of my ego that just like sees that and it's like, oh, no. Not even necessarily wanting to bring them down, but I just want to like, I guess it's like a part of me that's like, man, if I could play the guitar like you could, it would be fucking over. Because, yeah, I would play some shit, and you're just playing your shit. I don't fucking know. Anyways, bye.